Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mine Mogul, a little game that came out in December. It's the end of 2025. It's in early access. It's a very early access game. It's going to be a bit rough around the edges, a bit janky. There's a whole warning that pops up when you first come to the main menu that's like, hey, this is very early access. Don't be surprised if like art is missing or weird sounds happen or you like glitch into something and can't get out. So, expect things to change, etc. There's a demo for the game that's out there. If you're interested, you can go check that out. You don't have to dive into the game itself. Uh, my cool cave adventure. I kind of want to just leave it that. We'll just stay that. My cool cave adventure. That's cool. We're gonna go classic mode. I don't know what big cave would be. I haven't really played this. I did like a little test. All right, fine. My cool cave. Let's go with what you said. We're not going to go sandbox mode. We're going to go for the regular game, such as for now. There's no background music or anything. Eventually, there will be like noises. Might have to adjust the audio when we get there. Let me know how it is. I know that this first little bit is just going to be like dark and hard to see for a while. Just kind of are going to have to deal with that. I'm sorry. I have to deal with it also. It is dark on my end. There's no like gamma slider or anything in the settings here. Unfortunately. But yeah, I don't necessarily know what the story is or if there even is a story, but this is one of those games that is go out and start doing things manually and then get better tools and upgrades to do those things better and then start automating things and then like conveyor belts and et cetera, et cetera. So we're gonna be building a fun little automation thing here, but like all automation empire building games, I don't know what genre you would call those, Factorio likes. You got to start out just manually hitting things. So mine and deposit iron ore. There's a whole side note here, side thing. There's a whole set of games, like a trend that you see in games. You see this in all art, all media, where it's like, hey, I'm inspired by Thing. I'm going to make something similar to Thing, but I want to change small detail about Thing or large detail about Thing. What if Thing but in space? What if Thing but as a Western? What if Thing but with zombies? What if Thing as a Western with zombies in it? What if Thing with a Western theme in space? And so you just kind of like start getting all these little tweaks and changes, and otherwise it's a very similar thing. So there's going to be a lot of like Factorio in here. What if Factorio but 3D? Well, that's how you get Satisfactory. What if Factorio but 3D and then like everything's modeled with physics so you can like interact with stuff? Well, that's how you get here. MineMogul. So yeah, everything is all physicsy. That was a long way of saying that things are physicsy. We're gonna be physicsing things all over the place, which is kind of neat. Yeah, so we have our starting objective here, which is just put ore in the machine. We're getting iron ore. So far as I know, this is all non-fantastical. I might have to lower the volume again. Non-fantastical. It's all grounded in like our world, I guess, in that we're dealing with iron and gold and copper and we're not dealing with like mithril and orichalcum and space lasers and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know what to expect here. So it's gonna get loud later. I'm gonna have to lower the volume, but we'll do it now. So purchase a magnet tool from the computer shop. So we got a bunch of conveyors, things that we can afford, things that we can't afford, and things that are locked currently. It's like a whole tech tree. Mining stuff. Auto miner, better auto miner, other better auto miners. Again, we're going to be building up to the automation. These things start getting really expensive. So ore crusher to crush ore into smaller pured pieces. Crushed ore smelts into ingots more efficiently. Blast furnace, smelt ore into ingots. Polishing machine, polish our ingots and gems to make them more valuable. So you could see, you know, spoilers. There's a lot of stuff in here that we're going to be dealing with. Building stuff, lamp pole, light on a pole. Ooh, those would be nice. Arrow signs, good. Scaffolding seems pretty cool. Fences, doors, walls. There's a lot going on there. But we have the basic tier 1 pickaxe. I'm holding it. There's a handheld lantern right there on the table next to us, so I'm not too worried about that. I do want the magnet. These other things are all locked currently, but magnet. Give me magnet. Take magnet. And I'm going to trade your places a little bit. So, magnet. Grab everything. We can grab resources not in baskets. Grab resources not in conveyors. I want to limit the amount of resources we're going to be grabbing because I don't want to be yanking things off of conveyor belts when we get up there. All right, so now we need 20 iron and 10 coal. We're just going to be smacking a bunch of this stuff. Eventually, we're probably going to have to explore when I start running out of these easily accessible baby nodes. Let's take you. It's going to take a little bit for me to get used to the controls and stuff here, I think. Can I? I don't think I can just set you down, can I? No. So we have to... I can physics you. Kind of. You're awkward. Okay, well, you know what? That's just the way that's going to be. And then you... pull objects with the right mouse. Drop them with R. Back there. All right, so whatever we got here, in you go. Didn't all make it in. Most of it didn't make it in. Everything. Mostly the iron. This is a iron node. Okay, I can't interact with you. So we can put an auto miner there when we get those. Yeah, so this I keep my eye on a lot of these little automation games on Steam. It's exciting to see all the new ones as they come through. What if you're mostly dealing with like fluid mechanics and like water and you know, it's all about like the pipes and the tools you gotta run things through, etc. I love just seeing all the different variations on this stuff. This one, I was aware that they had a demo. I hadn't played it. And then I was checking out, seeing what stuff Avak has been playing lately. He's just a YouTuber that I follow. I enjoy a lot of his stuff that he does. And, yeah, saw that he had been streaming this game. It's like, okay, I'll watch you do that for a bit. There's a big chunk. I don't think I wanted to send that whole big chunk through. I should have hit it with the pickaxe first, but oh well. Yeah, so I watched him play this for like an hour or so. I think maybe slightly more than that. But, it caught my attention, it caught my interest, and it seems very fun, so here we are. I don't know how much content is in this, like I don't know how much game there is. Again, very early access. But yeah, it seemed fun enough to try. Okay, so we can get an auto miner now. I'm sure that part of what we're doing is just like, here, do more manual work so that you appreciate the automation as you get it. But part of it is also like these things are expensive, so you gotta get, yeah, 500. So that was selling enough stuff to reach 500 to get here. Okay. Auto miner me. We are also going to be needing lots of conveyors. Just as many conveyors as we can get, I suppose. Let's see, like, the ghosts of where these are going to go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just ignoring stuff that's like out in those other caves. We haven't explored those yet. 6, 7. There's one up there as well. 8. Good grief. That's a lot just in this main room. That is a ton in this main room. So what do we need? Our next 2 quests. 50 iron ore or 100 coal ore. So having something that is more coal, like you, would be lovely. I don't think I can rotate you. That's fine. How do I rotate R? I mean, I have no way of getting you all the way over here yet. It's going to take a little bit. This is going to get loud. Let's grab you. Oh, this is all copper. Oh, that's all going to be copper. I don't think we really want to deal with copper just yet. There's a lot of copper over here. Alright, well, let's not deal with the copper just yet. Yeah, we can't break this stuff down any further yet. But eventually we're going to break these things down and smelt them, but we have neither of those unlocked. We'll be unlocking the ore crusher, the hammer, and the ore analyzer once we get enough stuff fed back into the system. Back into our selling barrel. Selling trough. This is kind of fun just walking around with a big magnet gun. I break you down. Yeah, okay, there we go. It's just very large. I believe that the smaller, purer chunks are going to be worth more. Okay, it's a good chunk of money. A decent chunk of progress. So let's just do like as many of these as we can buy. Okay. Eventually we're gonna have to, like, you know, earn this. there's a mismatch in the direction here. But I guess that's a problem for later. We have more money. Okay. I also gotta remember where I left my lantern, because it is very dark in here. So we want like one of those for now, I guess. No, let's get the corner first. I mean, we want both, but literally can't do this without the corner. And like 2 more pieces, I guess. You know, it doesn't matter. we need so much. There's a lot going on here. Or a lot that I'm trying to do, rather. Okay, speaking of, trying to do a lot. Get back over here and start smacking things again with the old pickaxe. A thing I can hit. R. Ooh, that was a big chunk. Oh, you're also a big chunk. Where was that big chunk in there? Did it not make it? Did it get broken? Perhaps it got broken on the way over. Alright, well, I'm not worried about that too much. Let's just get you all in here. Drop. Okay, we can buy an ore crusher. By the way, all of this is like 110% temporary. Like we're gonna be redoing the stupid factory so many times as we get new machines and things. That should be fairly apparent, but we're, you know. Okay, straight conveyors. I want a bunch of those. A ledge would be nice. We're gonna need a handful of the sloped conveyors. Just give me everything. Okay. I will crush the iron. So we need to deposit 400 crushed iron. That's a lot. Reward will be 120 bucks and a research ticket, and we'll unlock the blast furnace. Coal still going. Hammer and ore analyzer. Quest. Advanced questing. Press T to open your quest menu. Yeah, so this is like almost like a tech tree, but showing like our quests and what the game's gonna want us working on. So Master of Coal, that'll lead to us needing and wanting to get gems, polishing gems, doing something to get other gems. We need to deliver polished gems to deal with that. The polisher can polish ingots, so we'll be doing that. But we need ingots first, which means we're gonna need to get the blast furnace. So, you know, you can see the whole train of things we're gonna. We have these two quests started. Scavenger hunt. Broken drill bits need to be found or acquired when one breaks. When one breaks in the rapid autominer. Breaks the autominer. I don't know. So we need to stick a broken drill bit in. And 8 gold ore and 12 copper ore. We haven't even seen gold yet. We'll get a jackhammer. Faster than a pickaxe also can break ore into crushed ore pieces. So break that into the smaller chunks just on its own. Okay, so let's get you here. Let's get you here. We'll do that. I don't think I need the little like ledge to pop it up and over, but I think it looks neat. Okay, so we have enough that things are being delivered. We can make some money right now. So we could just go grab the lantern that I keep leaving over here. I'm just gonna physics the lantern around because otherwise it's kind of annoying to deal with. I mean, even with the physics, it's annoying to deal with. I wish that I could suspend you or something. Okay, well, that's something. Alright, so we got a couple of these boxes. So you are a gold ingot. I do not want to sell you. I'd like to keep you for later. See, it's got splotches on it, has not been polished. If we had access to the polisher, I believe we could polish that for a little extra cash. It's just a ton of copper. Ooh, that's a diamond. Or possibly multiple diamonds? That's cool. I played Minecraft. I know how valuable diamonds are. Okay. I mean, that's more than enough for now. Like, honestly, we could just... jump on the machine. Ah, the joy of physics. Okay. So that's all taken care of there. eventually. So we're gonna find a broken drill bit. Scavenger hunts. The game wants me to explore a little bit. I mean, like, we're seeing there's like all these other little caves and stuff around here. There's something back there. There's obviously like a mine shaft there. Maybe something up there. Maybe something up there. I don't know how we would get up there. Mostly I would like to see if we can get any other tools. Maybe we get the crusher up and running first. You need, spoilers, you need research tickets to do research. A novel concept. Experimental dev test items. Interesting. This will cost like 1 ticket and $100,000. This will cost 2 tickets and $4,800. These are just tickets only. I want that helmet. See how it's like mining old-timey helmet with the lantern on it? I want a helmet with a light on it. That's what I want. So let's get our ore crusher up and running here. And maybe even think about getting another miner. Those are very expensive. So the thing with the ore crusher, you can kind of see it here. It has one output. Is like pointing at me right now. That's on the level of, you know, where the conveyor belt is and stuff here. Where's the input? Well, it's the arrow up top there. I can't aim upwards and point to it, but so we're gonna drop ore in the top. That's what we gotta be doing here. So let's just, and again, everything here is just gonna be like super duper temporary for quite a while. So let's maintain making it look nice. I mean, we're gonna just need all of these conveyors eventually, so I have a couple of the sloped ones. I think I have 2. I'll buy like 2 more. Buy a few of those ledges just because, again, I think they look neat. We're gonna need the sorters eventually. We don't have gems or anything, really. I mean, we're actually, that's not true. We are maybe potentially getting gems right now, and they're just going into the box directly because we're not doing anything. But I don't want to crush a gem because then you don't have a gem anymore. And then we're going to need a bunch of these. Oof. Easy-ish come, even easier go. And there's the diamond back over there that we gotta do something about, probably. So, you are the crusher. You are not currently connected to anything. I would like to get stuff up into you. I don't want down, I want up. Okay, that was what I was trying to figure out there. So there's that. And there's that. And then, like, corner connecting to you, and then I guess we're going to... I should move this whole thing forward more. Like, just one up. But this is fine. This is, planning for the future, let's say. How do I pick that up? Take? Ah. Take. So we'll do that because we're going to get one of these other ones up and running at some point also. Okay, so... Oh, right. And then you're not actually going anywhere currently. Well, do something about that. There we go. And we can grab these. This. And then honestly, you can just go here on the big conveyor belt. We'll just disassemble this whole thing. Okay, so we got stuff getting crushed. We're making progress. Very slowly, but we're gonna go. Got some iron, we got a little copper coming out of there. I did not put in... So if we look at this thing, it has a 54% chance of spitting out a coal, an iron ore, sorry, 42% chance of a coal ore, just under a 4% chance of spitting out a already crushed iron, little small pure nugget, but a 0.2% chance of doing a diamond gem. So that's incredibly unlikely to happen. However, leave it running long enough, it's gonna happen. That's just how physics stuff works. Physics, probability. So I believe we want this. Or I wish I had moved that whole thing forward a little bit. I just want like the mining helmet. I just want to be able to see. It's so dark. Oh, come on. Oh, good enough. Okay. No. We'll do this the other way for now. There's a good way to do it, and that would involve reworking all that stuff. And then there's the lazy way to do it, and I'm just gonna do it the lazy way. One of you over there, take the other one for now. No, okay. We'll just put you over there for now. I don't want to lose track of our two little diamonds, but here's the thing. Put a thing up in here. And now anything that comes in is going to get checked against whatever's in the basket. And if you're not the thing in the basket, then you go this way. And if you are the thing in the basket, you get spat out this way. So you're not going to go anywhere. You're just going to flop onto the floor here. But that's fine. Then we're not crushing any of our gems that may show up. And then everybody else is good to go. They'll get crushed. Okay, we gotta find gold. I would like to... I'd like to break these open. It's copper. This is probably a copper node, like a copper vein. That looks like that's just a whole bunch of copper and coal as well. Okay, so in that case, I will just take this so that we have light. So the mine shaft with like the cart tracks and stuff, that seems pretty promising, the rails. But I'm curious about just the creepy cave over here. This looks like coal and iron. Oh, that's tracks. That might just meet up with the tracks again. Okay, there's a lot of cave. For sale, 4,000. Dynamite? Oh, you don't have a plunger. What's in there? Those blue sparkles might be like diamonds or something. That's interesting. I would love to go up there. I see a box. Now I think we're just down in the mine again. I think this is what we want. So that's an emerald, a gold bar that might be polished. It's kind of hard to see. And then a drill bit. How did I get down here? How do I get out? It's so dark. I just want to get out. It was this way. Oh, that might be a diamond node right there as well. Okay, and the game specifically is asking for diamond ore. 8 diamond ore, or diamond ore, 8 gold ore. Where did you go? So this is our broken drill bit. Two research tickets is huge. Okay. Gold ore. So we gotta find some gold ore. I don't know if there's gonna be like gold rock nodes that we can bust up, or if they're gonna be in like crates or something. Oh, you're another drill bit. Oh, we're on the other side of the dynamite now, or like another dynamite. That one has a plunger. Interesting. How do we get over there? Okay, well, I'm not quite sure what to do with the drill bits. Mining. Faster variable rate auto miner that requires a drill bit, which breaks after some time. Oh. Rapid auto miner standard drill bits. Standard drill bit. Oh, we can buy these. Lasts for 10 minutes before breaking. Turbo drill bit. Lasts for 2 minutes before breaking. Interesting. So like, we buy consumables basically for a stronger miner. Hardened drill bit. Slower than standard, but never breaks. Okay. For a rapid auto miner. So I wonder if a rapid auto miner with a slower drill bit cannot produce gems. So it's probably overall still faster. Can't produce gems. Interesting. Heavy auto miner, the ultimate machine of destruction. Destruction ore? Probably ore destruction. Must be placed on heavy auto miner spots. Oh, so only specific spots for you. I would love to get another auto miner. That is very expensive, but that'll, you know, double our throughput. Okay, so we have diamonds being filtered out. I don't think anything can maybe generate emeralds for us yet, but whenever that does happen, I don't want them being fed into the crusher for the exact same reason of I don't want you getting crushed, your gems. You are far more valuable being not crushed. And also, again, all of this is going to be super duper crazy temporary. It's going to be getting upgrades and replacements for everything quite a bit early on. Okay. So you're a coal node, right? So this is iron, pretty exclusively iron. This is exclusively iron, but with a small chance for emerald and diamond. This is just emeralds, but at a pretty high rate, 2.7%. That's cool. This is the coal one like we had before. This is just coal. Interesting. And then emerald and diamonds at a low rate. I think the iron is probably more valuable. We need coal for... Oh, we need uncrushed coal for the quest. Oh. I need to get 18 more uncrushed coals. Okay. That might just be like manual work. Okay, let's turn you off for a moment, because I don't know if I have enough, enough things to get you, enough conveyor belts to get you connected over to this system. I'd rather have the little ledge to pop you up onto. Again, I wish this whole thing was shifted around a little bit. Maybe we do just rework the whole thing while I'm here. I believe there's also a tool that'll let us just take these up. Let's turn you off. Without me having to, like, interact, click take, etc. And then, as we already saw, like, eventually we're going to want to feed this into a smelter. So having it right next to the box is maybe not ideal, but that's just what we got for now. So we'll put you here. We will run this out. So we're out one. Okay, so here's the other thing that I was thinking of when I was saying, like, we could do this right, or we could be lazy about it. I'm going to be lazy because I'm going to rebuild it anyway. I'm still going to be rebuilding this a lot, as has been established. But the correct way, I think, of doing all this stuff, which is going to matter more and more as we get more things hooked up and more systems in place, and it's going to be like an important design philosophy going forward, period. I don't want things like this filter that I have currently, which is filter out gems, everything else gets crushed. There should be a filter specific things into their specific places, so that if something unexpected like a drill bit or some new gem that we've never seen before, or like my first bit of gold, or, you know, if something specific comes up and we don't know, like, we haven't seen it before, we haven't put it in the filters, it will just flow through and deposit like over there somewhere or something, so that it's not being fed into the system. Because it would stink to get a drill bit and then have it go be crushed and then lose that, and I don't even know if that would matter or not, but that's just kind of the philosophy that I think we should be embracing here. So, we have this. So we should be filtering. We're going to want another one of these. We're going to want a lot more, but I definitely want at least one more right now. So we're a conveyor. We're probably okay on the other conveyors for now. Where is my lantern? Where did I... It's in my hands. Can I, like, put you up here or something? I need to start buying some lights so that we can see. They're so fiddly. It's, like, the bottom isn't heavy. That's the issue that I'm having with this. If the bottom were heavy and me picking it up made it stay upright, this would be a lot easier to manage. That's my minor nitpick about this so far. We're going to have to buy more conveyors and things also. So, what do we want to have happen here? Well, we're going to put large chunks in here. The large chunks are going to come out here. And then just go right into the crusher. And from here we go this way, and then all these things back. Honestly, want another one here, so let's just do this real quick. Same spot, and you'll be catching the small ones. And then gems are just going to be spat out. And gems and miscellaneous are going to be spat out over here. That's probably also going to include coal. We can manage coal separately. Okay. Take these down, and then we just need a ton more. As many of these as I can buy. Not that many, but hopefully it's enough for now. It's not enough for now. Well, I mean, I have this. Okay, and then these are we don't want, oh jeez, we don't want those to go anywhere yet. I'm fine with them ending up over here on the floor. Them and anything similar. Okay, so this is an uncrushed piece. So when we get an uncrushed piece of copper, send it to the crusher. Done. Same thing, but for iron would be nice. I believe that was copper. It's so freaking hard to see. Yeah, that's copper. Come on. Or iron. So if we get a big uncrushed chunk, send it that way. We will have to, I guess, just run you for a moment. Iron. Coal. If we get coal, big uncrushed chunk of coal, just send it in through the box for now, because that's all that I get that from the thing. If we get a little tiny already crushed piece, that can happen, then send it through. We don't have to worry about copper. I have copper in there just because it's like illustrating the point, basically. Okay. Okay, and so we can turn you on as well. You're going to be coughing up a lot more iron for us. And our coal's actually getting sold like we need for the quest. This will be a lot better. Saving any gems. Come through the system. We could test. We could just go. Like a test diamond here on the conveyor belt. Be ready to grab it if things go awry, but they shouldn't. Just the beauty of the filter things in system. Yeah, lovely. Okay, we're gonna need so much freaking crushed iron. I would love to get more straightaways also. Conveyors. We need so many conveyor belts. We're never not gonna need conveyor belts, I think. To not have to do this manually anymore. Let's take you, we put one of these here, we put one of these here, just because I like the looks of them. We do the same thing there. Didn't quite make it, that's alright. Bad at estimating distance. But there we go. Automation. Hooray! And now we just let it run for a bit. And we watch the money pour in. Hey, we got a diamond already. That is not my test diamond. That's a new diamond that came in. It's a freshly mined diamond. That feels pretty good. I mean, we can do other stuff, but we just gotta find the gold ore. I don't even know where we would get gold ore. Probably back up there. I just want that freaking helmet. We need research tickets. So, you know, 150 more crushed iron or find 8 gold. Let's just take you. Let's just go. Let's go can't smash you, right now. I think we're gonna have to find gold. Oh, hello. Oh, you're a drill bit. Oh, interesting. Let's leave those out there for now. At some point, copper's gonna matter, but I don't really care about that yet. I don't think there's anything in there. What is that? A gear? I have no idea what a gear is for. Assuming it's either to build a thing or we need it to, like, unlock a thing later on. That's cool. I want to hit the plunger. I want to blow up some dynamite. Yay! Oh, I can grab these lanterns? I wonder if I could hang this lantern. Probably not. Oh, geez. I like the creepy little cave pond. I can hear my machinery over there. I'm gonna get so lost, y'all. I'm screwed. Oh, or am I? I know where we are. I should just grab everything. I shouldn't just leave stuff around up there, but... That was a pretty good toss. That was a pretty good toss. Okay, copper. Let's see what's in some of you. Okay. Alright. We may as well get the copper down there. Huh. That's a whole copper bar. That's a whole copper. Oh, I knocked the thing over. Interesting. Alright, well, we know that the filter works. Things will be filtered out correctly, so let's just, like, throw you down here somewhere. You, however, we need to break up a little bit. Yeah. It was not a large chunk. That was like an entire boulder of copper. Yeah. There goes the bar. Yeah. It's all working as intended. Okay. Oh, we got a research ticket. I can get the helmet. That seems very, very, very important because this game is so freaking dark. Let's at least try to, like, keep you up here, perhaps. Hammer. Quickly deconstruct placed buildings. Yeah. That will be nice just for getting through things quickly. $200 for the mining helmet. I need to research that. I'm just going to do that. I prioritize quality of life, like playability. That's pretty important. Support wrench will be really nice quality of life when we start getting to more complicated belts and stuff. Hammer is also going to be nice as I keep tearing things down, and yeah, let's just buy that as well. Ore analyzer tracks how much stuff is going through, and we can also see like how much it's worth. That's just good for kind of monitoring our throughput, and I don't know how necessary it is. The game wants me to buy a blast furnace, so I guess we're gonna buy a blast furnace. Deposit 3 diamond gems and 1 emerald gem to unlock the polisher. That'll be pretty nice. We are gonna need so many more freaking conveyors, though. I'm gonna want an analyzer eventually, but I don't really care right now. Take. Equip. Press C to toggle your headlamp. How do I equip? Equip? Like it's not that bright? Oh, okay. Do I need it in my hotbar? I do not. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I'd like to get the jackhammer as well. At some point. And then I don't know how worthwhile it is to try to keep this stuff organized. Ooh, we got another gem. Okay, we need 1 emerald to go in. 3 diamonds. Do we have 3? We do. I specifically was hoping that that would not happen. I was bad with moving the things out of the way. Ooh, that was a good chunk of money. Who knew that selling a bunch of gems would be worth a good chunk of money? Quests. So, scavenger hunts. Iron ingots and copper ingots. So that's from the smelter, the furnace. Polishing machine. Buy the polishing machine. And then we're going to polish gems and be able to polish 40 polished gold ingots. Holy cow. And the shaker will let us unlock rubies. You're available. I forgot to activate. Weird that some of the quests just continue along the quest tree, but some of them you have to go activate specifically. Anyway. So we have to unlock the shaker table. That is research. We have to spend a ticket to do that. Polishing machine we just have to buy. $2,000. That is happening not anytime soon. That's a lot. And for doing the smelter stuff, that's gonna be a lot. That's gonna take a while. That's gonna be another full rework, basically. I kind of just want to get more miners hooked up to the system, actually. That would be good. Means we're also going to need just a billion more conveyor belts. Okay, so like what were you? Iron and a little bit of gems. That's a coal one. It's also coal. Coal is needed for the shaker. Coal's gonna be a separate thing. We're basically gonna need to like fork off our coal and handle it completely separately from our non-coal, like our iron and copper. That is like an eventually sort of thing, though, not a do it now thing. Let's turn you off. Turn you off. Probably just run it along here like this. Okay. So this is iron and emeralds. That's excellent. You're a lot more coal, and coal is worth... Coal is not worth less. It's not worthless. It is, however, worth less. It is not as valuable. So maybe I shouldn't have you on another coal node, but we're going to need all of these nodes to take care of eventually. A thing we're going to keep an eye on, though, is going to be like throughput. Like, I want to make sure sorters don't get overwhelmed. So we have too many things trying to go through at the same time, they can get clogged. We're already swiftly coming to the end of my knowledge of this from having watched Adek play for like an hour. Okay. Blast furnace is going to be a thing. I have no clue where to go look for gold over. Can we buy the jackhammer? It's locked. It's we need the gold to get the jackhammer. That's right. That's right. I know how to read. I mean, does this go anywhere? I never know if these things are like going to be hiding a secret passage like that, like what we appear to be seeing, or if they're just like, hey, here's stuff sticking out of the wall, that's it. Right. Oh, is this that same little like grotto that we could purchase for 4,000 or whatever? Interesting. I wonder if that's like the other side of it. This is actually going to be a decent demonstration. We can watch the system get all clogged up and not handle this very quickly. Things are going to start falling off. Yeah. So that's mostly going to be a problem from me overloading the system with my and mined additions, but it's just a thing that I got to keep an eye on. So you're going to be our source of copper. That doesn't go anywhere. This didn't go anywhere. Yeah, there's a little more copper that we can mine out there. So where are we supposed to get gold? It is a scavenger hunt. The game does want me to go hunting for it. I'm so happy that we at least have the headlamp, a little bit of light. Nothing here that looks particularly gold-like. Can't, like, get through that or anything. No. Not expecting anything to be behind you, but maybe. I can't imagine the game's going to want me to go, like, too terribly far out of the way for gold, so there's got to be something relatively near our base. There is a little secret passageway back here. Diamonds. I like that. You're physicsable. Is that our gold? What are you? That might be our gold. It might be like a gold geode. A gold nugget. Okay, okay. I need you to grab everything. Right. And I don't think it wants crushed gold. It wants just regular, full, solid gold. So if I just put one of these in... You're not gold, so I don't know what you are. It didn't count for that. What happens if I put you in the crusher? I don't know what we're doing at this point. Oh, E. That's like a geode. It's like a gem of some sort. It just broke. Okay. Well, I don't know what you are, and I don't know what to do with you. Thought it was a geode. Turns out it probably was. I wonder if I was supposed to not break that, or I don't know. I don't know what to do with you. Don't have very much of you left, though. Oh, right, and we're slowly building up gems over there as well. Come on. It's also like an up there. I climb on my machines. Yes, satisfactory style. Okay, more dynamite. And this might also still be that same grotto. There's like stuff in there. Huh. Interesting. I don't know what to make of that. Started exploring this way earlier, right? Yes. Oh, you look like gold. I just never parsed that this is gold. And what do you know? 4 of these rocks that each give 2 gold. What a convenient... Oh, you gave more. What a convenient amount of gold. I'm not going to just willy-nilly feed all of this into the machine, but I will deposit 8 of it specifically. I think we got slightly more than 8. I also think we got like a small piece as well. Yes, that was gold. Okay, phew. I feel like we're going to want to keep as much of this around as we possibly can for when we get around to smelting gold. Although by that point we'll probably have access to like an actual gold mining node, I would assume and hope. I don't know where we're going to find one of those, but... We're going to find one. I hope we're going to find one. It's 5, you're 6. 7 or 8. Yay! Oh, jackhammer. And we can get a polisher. That's very nice. Okay, so the jackhammer is going to completely make the boring old pickaxe obsolete. Gem polisher would be nice. We're going to be polishing ingots. We're not making ingots currently. I should probably set that up. How expensive are the blast furnaces? $400 each. I'm debating whether I want another... Okay, so first of all, I don't think we're mining any copper yet in the system, but we are going to want to smelt copper ore and iron ore separately because they're separate metals. We don't want to be mixing them into some gross Frankenstein's monster of ore. So we're going to want separate blast furnaces, and we're going to want to like split all that stuff out. I'm debating, do we want another crusher? Why would we want another crusher? Well, it would probably just be for... I don't know if we're going to like overwhelm our current system. Like if I hook up all the miners that are just in this room, are we going to... We're going to overwhelm our poor crusher. B, what do we do with coal? We're going to have to unlock the shaker table, which we can see here is going to cost 3,500, which is horribly expensive. Shaker table with water jets. Input coal ore for a chance to find rubies. Yeah, new type of gem. Or crushed coal for diamonds. So we're going to want that. That's very expensive. We're probably going to want to be polishing and selling gems first, because that's just going to be a good chunk of extra cash. We should be getting ingots up and running also, I think. It's going to be a lot. It's just going to be a lot of work. We're going to have to just like tear all this down basically and redo it. Oh yeah, all this stuff. I forgot about these guys. The other thing is I could just try to get more miners and you know, get all these unused nodes up and running. So you are drill bits. You can go up here with the other drill bits. Or a gear. Kind of like a mangled gear. You got like rocks stuck in you or something. I'm not sure what your whole deal is. Makes me think that you were like a busted gear. Like how these are broken drill bits. So you can all live up here together. I don't think I need to be like too precious about keeping our gold bars separate or anything like that, but I like being able to just see what we have over there. We are getting a good, and then I immediately undo it because I forgot that's just how that works. That's fine. As long as I don't grab those off of up there. So let's maybe keep you away from things a little bit there. I don't know what to do with those geodes. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is I could just put the polisher here. However, again, we want to continue filtering things, so I don't want to just feed everything coming out of this into the polisher. I would want to specifically have another filter in place that's like, hey, only gems go in here. So let's just get another one of those. Conveyor, sorter. We are just going to need so many more conveyor belts. Organ corners, we have like 5 corners. Lopes, we don't have that many of. We're going to need a lot more of these when we start getting the smelters involved, because they're another drop things in the top sort of thing. And I like the ledges. That's enough stuff for now. I'm not really doing anything with it just yet, but we will be. Okay, so things come in, things get split. Let's not have you right there. Let's put like a buffer space in there. Right now, nothing is getting caught coming in here. It's fine. And I kind of like just feeding everything onto this one belt. However, there is the possibility that it's just going to get overloaded with crap if I'm not careful. Again, just a common theme with everything right now. It's, all this stuff is fairly flat, physics enabled, and easily overwhelmed. But we'll deal with that as it becomes a problem. Okay, so we want you caught and sent this way. And we want you caught and sent this way. The only other time that we don't need all these filters and things in place would be if we are 100% certain always of the output of a thing, and we are always able to guarantee that that output just feeds directly into an input. So as an example, if we had a smelter over here and then just immediately dump things from the smelter onto this belt, or ingots, we would know that the ingots are getting polished and nothing bad would be coming out of the smelter with like an asterisk to ruin this. But then we'd have to guarantee that we're getting perfect, pure inputs going into the smelter, because if we try to smelt, like, you know, coal or rocks or mix our metals or something, then we would probably have problems. So, yay, look at it go! It got all scrubbed and polished. That lovely polished gem. It's our first polished... Oh, and another one that just came through. What fortuitous timing. Look at it go, look at it go. If we had the analyzer here, we could see how much these things are worth, but I'd want the analyzer telling me everything. So I want it to be like the last thing before they get yeeted into the box, and I'd want to move all that back. That's alright. We're gonna, again, we're gonna have to redesign all that stuff here pretty soon anyway. So, okay, our gems are gonna get polished now. We're gonna want to polish these ingots before we do anything with them, unless we get a quest that is like, you know, drop an unpolished ingot into the box, or polish a unpolished ingot or something. So if we put you here, there's a diamond right there. In you go. Polished. Polished diamond. That's going to help with our monetary gain quite a bit. Okay. We're going to get all the other miners set up. Let's get as much stuff going on here as we can. So, like, what are you? How would we even get you out of here? Coal. Emerald diamond. Gold. This is just, you're just a gold node. I can't, like, rotate the auto miners or anything. It's fine. They're set up in fine angles. There's also... I gotta just get that diamond. Okay, so we would have to figure out how to get stuff out of there, which is an interesting problem. Okay. You're not connected to anything. I gotta solve that. You also need to be fed into the system. Okay, we gotta get all these things in the system. They can just be turned off. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna get all this stuff hooked up, and then we'll call it a video there, I think. Ooh, another emerald. Lovely. You're probably the furthest back system. Could just go straight across and drop you onto the belt there or something, but let's snake this whole thing along. Because I kind of like seeing the whole thing work. I gotta wonder though, am I gonna use any of the space for other things? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We can and probably will rebuild it all eventually. I get up there. Probably. Is there anything to do up there? Probably not. Looks like a no. I mean, I guess we could just feed it onto this as well. I don't really like dumping it from both sides onto this. I don't know. Maybe that's fine. There's something about the symmetry there, that's for sure. Okay, well, at least turn you back on. I'm doing all of this on and offs manually for now. Oh, I like the little lights to show me whether they're on or off. But I'm fully aware that, again, early access stuff, number of active physics objects, that's cool to see, but we can auto turn on or turn off all the miners here. By auto, I mean manually. They're auto miners. The word auto just got to me. Okay. So when we have to redo the whole thing, I will want to shut down all the miners and take a moment and redo it all, but that'll be there. Whenever we do our first big rebuild. So, and then I think there was a node up there that might be good to try to get in the system as well, but I don't know how necessary you are. Yeah, you're more iron, it looks like. Maybe also coal. Oh. Oh. Just a rock. Okay. And we can break them into the small chunks. Oh, lovely. I don't even have to run them through the crusher. I obviously don't want to do this in large quantities manually, but, you know, for doing something like this, nice to just kind of be able to get small ore. Oh. Oh yeah, I can smash the gold, which I think I just did on accident, maybe, or maybe I grabbed a small one. I'm not sure. Okay. Cool. In theory, coal could also be crushed. I think it will be worth more if it does become crushed. So then the thing that we're missing here now is small coal. Yeah, see, pre-crushed coal is coming through on occasion, and we're not catching that. So this should be tiny baby pre-crushed coal. I'm saying that 5 times fast. So now you should be going through the system properly. And our crusher is working a bit of overtime. Yep, and then now they're going to go out that way. Ah, perfect. Cool. Okay, and then, like, we are just polishing these gems and sending them through, and I don't think we need to keep them for anything, so... Once we deposit a copper ingot, let's see if if a polished copper ingot counts. I hope so, because it'll be worth more. Forgot that we had that quest. And you're just a whole bunch of gems. It did count. Okay. Go. Got all of our emeralds, which is what we by far have the most of. Diamonds, they're just going to be a matter of time. I'll get there eventually. Okay, all right, we got quite the little setup here. So let's do. Oh, okay. You want crushed coal to begin with. I was jumping ahead a little bit, or just not realizing I needed to do that. Okay, cool. We are gonna want the wrench. We're going to definitely want the shaker table. That's how we get rubies, and that'll increase our diamond gain. The wrench will be good when we start building really tall things. That's just quality of life, and that's all that we can research. There's some other things in here that are going to be very, very important for us. Conveyors with walls, that'll help with like the clogs. So if I throw a bunch of crap on a conveyor belt, the walls will keep it all on there. Splitters and mergers and stuff also seem really good. Conveyor blocker, T-junction, merging conveyors, smart splitters. So there's some good like logistic stuff going on in there. I think our next goal is going to be. I would really like to get the shaker table set up so that we can start doing something more useful with our coal. However, we gotta get 1,200 crushed coal into the box, so we don't need to do that right away. I think I want to get an auto miner back here for our copper. I believe that you are a copper node. And then we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with, like, the smelters. Where am I putting all the smelters? This area is gonna get real busy if I try to put a bunch of smelters in there, so maybe we try to smelt over here? I don't know. I don't know, but that's our next goal. Probably. But I will do all of that in the next video. You know what I am going to do, though? And I am going to want that wrench. And give me the wrench. I also just want more lights, please. It's so dark in here. I don't really want to spend all my money on the lights, but I do really want more lights. An ore analyzer would be great. We can't afford the shaker because of all this that I'm doing right now. That's fine. We're going to want a bunch of blast furnaces, I think. We're going to want one of you for copper. I mean, as we add more and more stuff, like as we add more miners to the system and we're getting more ore at a faster pace, we're going to need more crushers and more smelters probably. So maybe I just keep that in mind as we build, or just accept that I'm going to have to rebuild everything several times. I'm not too worried about this right now. And I already have a blast furnace, so that'll be like 3. That should be more than enough. You're going to need just so damn many conveyor belts, though. We're going to need so many conveyors. Like the little ledges. Going to need way more corners as well, because we're out of those. That's like all my money, but you know what? That sets us up well for next time. So I am going to call it here, I think. I don't need the smelter yet. Back for those. There's a world where I can be swapping out the wrench and the jackhammer from my inventory because I'm probably not going to be needing either of them all that often, but it's going to be one or the other. One's for in the base, one's going to be for out. Let's just take a look at this. I see your numbers. Mostly coal. Interesting. That's unfortunate. But some copper, occasionally crushed, some diamonds. Oh, what's this one up here? Because I don't know what this is. It's iron, right? This is just another iron node. Yes. Okay. And then last thing, and I'm gonna just keep this out obnoxiously. I'm trying to keep it up so that I can see what else is on the screen. What can we do here? Oh, that's the good copper. Oh, I like the good copper. We might just skip the bad copper and come in here and build the good copper. However, getting it all out of here is going to be kind of a logistical nightmare. Maybe it won't be that bad. I mean, if there's going to be room for me to also get in and out of here, that might be a concern. We'll just, we'll just play it by ear. Iron would be kind of neat. I guess I'd probably feed it this way and, like, drop it. Oh, hello. Okay, I know I said that we were about done. It's more gold. Okay. We can come back to all that later. I need to wrap this up. Otherwise, I could just keep doing this forever. Yeah, our little mining empire is coming along quite nicely, just in the sense that I have 80 mining and it's automated. But we gotta do something with the ores. So, smelting, and then probably redesigning the mess of crap being thrown onto this conveyor belt so we can squeeze in the analyzer. That would be nice. It'd be cool to just be able to look over here and see, like, hey, what's going in, what's going out, what's it all worth, what's happening, all that. Because right now we don't know how much money we're making off of all this. So that crusher's very loud. Yeah, and then we gotta get, like, we gotta get $1 bazillion so that we can buy the shaker table so that we can start trying to get rubies. Which would be the other gem that we're missing out on. I don't know if there's more gems beyond that, but, rubies, emeralds, and diamonds, that seems like a good amount. We still need 3 more polished diamonds to come through. Or 3 more, diamonds to come through and get polished. Getting a lot of emeralds. I guess that's to be expected. I should go mine more diamonds manually and stick those on the belts to just get that over with, and then we get those 2 research tickets, and we go research something else, and, start getting better logistics. As the game is addicting, I'm just going to be here doing this forever, but I need to not do that right now. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for joining me. There will be more of this in the future. I have no idea how much game there will be here. I genuinely don't know, but I am having a good time, and it's early access. There's a demo. Check it out if you're interested. Otherwise, I'll catch you later. May the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.